Positioned as the high-volume mass-market battery-electric compact crossover SUV, the VW ID.4 is a highly liked electric car. When I first drove it exactly a year ago, it seemed like the car to have in terms of its build. It was, after all, the car elected as the World Car of the Year 2021 over runner-ups the Honda E and the Toyota Yaris. I also could not miss its similarity with the Audi e-tron Sportsback, a group car, but obviously made far more affordable. Today, I would like to put my impressions down and also like to compare it side by side with a similar car, the Volvo XC40. Another wonderful car in the type. With the supply improving and numbers growing on the lots, I am sure many looking for a car like this as the best fit for their lifestyles will be interested to check out. I anticipate good incentives on both. Let's first see the two side by side. These are both the basic trims as listed in this comparison of their specs side by side. As you see again with this selection of cars, both match each other like to like in most of the parameters. The Volvo XC40 has an EPA range of 223 miles against the 209 miles of the VW ID.4. The range of the VW ID.4 and the Volvo XC40 may vary with the trims. In the real world, I will expect roughly 210 to 220 miles from either of these cars. And as stated earlier in several films, is the ability to charge fast that matters on road trips. Volvo has become the first European brand to adapt Tesla's NACS connector. This will substantially ease the interface issues for the car when DC fast charging. At the least, when charging, the ability to hold the charge rate deep into the charging session makes all the difference. Having said all, barring the actual available infrastructure, both the cars are similar to me on this count. With the software, Volvo has Google's Android Automotive and a very similar implementation like the one we rated on the group car Polestar 2 recently. If you missed that film, the link is in the description. Going forward, I will try and separately rate the software in the Volvo XC40 and the VW ID.4. The VW ID.4 has its own proprietary software and it relies heavily on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, both applications linked with the user's phone, to achieve a better software experience. Particularly navigation and other apps, the user prefers to carry from the phone. Even with Android Automotive, the Volvo XC40 supports Apple CarPlay for similar objectives. The VW ID.4 is heavier by curb weight and feels bigger. Even the rear passengers may feel more room. But the actual feel of the drive is strikingly similar in both of the cars. The performance variables too are largely similar. In vehicles like these though, I would not pay much heed to performance on speed as much. But those interested can visit the links in the description to learn more. As you see, both of these listed charging capabilities are similar. An 11 kilowatt onboard level 2 AC charger that at 40 amps can deliver 9 kilowatt hours of energy at home, which when charging the basic trim ID.4 should be around 90 to 100 miles added, charging 20 to 80%. More for the higher trims. Could be largely similar for the Volvo XC40, but my gut feel is it would be slightly lesser on efficiency and hence give fewer miles. The DC fast charging rates on paper are similar, and like stated earlier, the access to NACS could at least for now be a critical difference. The XC40 is 175 inches long, 75 inches wide, and 65 inches tall. The VW ID.4 is 181 inches long, 73 inches wide, and 65 inches tall. The XC40 has a small frunk, which the ID.4 lacks. It's rare for an EV to not have a frunk. The ID.4 though has nearly twice the rear storage at 30.3 cubic feet against the 16 cubic feet in the XC40. These are important variables in SUVs which families look up to for trips. On price, it's a game changer. To start, the XC40 is substantially pricier, by almost a third. Both of the cars, when leased, may be able to take out the $7,500 federal tax credit, and that would still keep the ID.4 attractive on the lower starting price. Then, very critically, VW ID.4s built in Tennessee may be eligible for the tax credit when bought if the buyers are themselves eligible. At the state level incentives, and on the whole, the ID.4 continues to be the more attractive option on cost. I hope this makes a fairly good comparison. Unlike last year, when each unit arriving in the inventory was being lapped up in no time, I believe dealers are sitting on inventory that's piling in the lots. So, those liking these vehicles may find attractive offers from the dealers this year and may want to avail of the same. Volvo is also bringing the EX30, which I think is a very compelling value. I have shared my preliminary impressions, the link to the video of which is in the description. If you would like me to share impressions or make any other side to side comparisons, let me know in the comments. Next week, I will share my experience from a very special event. Look for that. Until the next one, take very good care.